Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now today we are continuing on our journey to discover my favourite card of every single Pokemon. And today we are up to Generation 4, so we are going through all of my favourite Sinnoh Pokemon. Now I am going through every generation of Pokemon and I have done the first 3 generations already, and if you want to check out those videos before you watch this one, just click up here and have a look. But Sinnoh is a very good generation of Pokemon with some fantastic Pokemon in and a lot of legendaries to choose from. So let's get going. Turtwig starts this list off strong. The Galarian Gallery card from Crown Zenith is a nice cute card, and the bigger picture overall is a very good piece of art. And just look at that happy smile. For Grottle, we have this illustration rare from Temporal Forces, and I love the Marill riding Grottle's back. And the tall grass in this reminds me of the Velociraptors hunting people down in Jurassic Park 2. Now Torterra lets the Turtwig line down by not having a full art or an art rare, but I really love this Kawaii art, it's still really nice. Now this Chimchar is fantastic. The art style, the pose of Chimchar swinging on the vine, and the colours used all blend together to make this stand out. Sui does a fantastic job. Monferno suffers from a bunch of meh artwork, but this one from Brilliant Stars is the best of a bad bunch. Now for Infernape, it was a close call between the illustration rare from Twilight Masquerade, but I've opted for this beautiful card from Ultra Prism. It's just too good to leave off. Sui claims another Sinnoh starter, this time it's Piplup. This cute little penguin being spoon-fed is absolutely adorable. This Prinplup looks like it's giving the orders for soldiers to go to war, and that's very fitting for a Pokemon line based off Napoleon. Empoleon was kind of an easy pick, with the alt art from Battle Styles being my favourite. Now it's not the best alt art, but I love the phalanx falling off the shield as Empoleon does its movements. This Starly is so good and has a fantastic scene. Illustration rares remain the best way to get to the top of my list. Who would have thought that a special delivery Bidoof would have been one of the most expensive cards in the Sword and Shield era? Not me, but it's a really cool promo though. Akira Igor does some fantastic art for her cards, and this Luxray is one of her best. Yukamori is one of the more underrated Pokemon artists out there, and this Shieldon looks so good. This Buizel draws me in with those thick lines. We rarely see card art in this style, so I'm such a big fan of this. Steam Siege is back again, and it does have some really nice artwork in, and these two Shellos bobbing up and down on the sea are really cute. This card from Paldea Evolved fits the spooky witch theme of Miss Magius perfectly. Honchkrow alt art? Yes please. These birds sleeping on a branch in a tree is just too good. One of the more underrated alt arts in my opinion. Just look how ridiculous this stun tank looks. It feels wrong giving this the top spot over the alt art, which is why the alt art is winning for me. Now, there isn't much choice out there for Bonsly, but I never knew Bonsly had an unnecessary hole. You learn something new every day, I guess. Now, this Chatot by Scav is not only great to look at, but it has 2 of the best Easter eggs in the Pokemon TCG. The top 3 Chatots are the music notes for Chatot's Cry, and the bottom 5 make up the Pokemon Center heal sound. Just 2 great Easter eggs added to the great artwork, and it's easy to see why this is number 1. Cynthia and Garchomp make this an easy pick, one of the most popular combos in the franchise. A Yukamori full art? Yes please. It's so cool to see these clay Pokemon brought to life. And unlike those billionaires, Mantike actually made it to the Titanic wreck.
Damn!
The art style for this Weavile card is fantastic. I love how the red blends into the rest of the card's background. Now, I don't think anyone would be surprised that my favourite Leafeon and Glaceon cards both come from Evolving Skies. The Leafeon V playing in the leaves is great, and the Glaceon VMAX with all the smaller Pokemon around it are both easy winners here. Porygon Z doesn't get enough love in the franchise, but this illustration rare is very, very good. This Frostlass is simply beautiful. The pink leaves falling in the background really make the Pokemon stand out. Now, I might get a lot of hate for this, but Palkia and Dialga both end up with the same card. And that is the alt art from Cosmic Eclipse. With the 2 box legendaries and Arceus as a statue, this is a fantastic alt art. And I much prefer this alt art to the origin form alt arts of Palkia and Dialga in Astral Radiant. Just look at those legs on Rumble Heatran. And yes, this is my favourite Heatran card. Regigigas pulling this massive island is a really nice piece of art. And Crown Zenith really was an underrated set. Now for Giratina, I bet a lot of people were expecting me to pick the alt art from Lost Origin. But I actually don't really like that alt art too much. The card I have chosen instead is the Gold Galarian Gallery card from Crown Zenith. And boy is that a good card. Now Darkrai is one of my favourite legendaries, and this full art by 5-ban is surprisingly good. I love the blurred look the model has to it, so good job 5-ban, which is something that doesn't actually get said too much. Seriously, I was shocked to see that this was actually a 5-ban art. This Shaman promo from the XY era is just too cute to not get top spot. That flower hedgehog is just adorable. And then, lastly, we have the god of all creation himself, Arceus. And like the Giratina, I have chosen the gold Galarian Gallery card, which I think we can all agree is a worthy winner. And just like that, all of my favourite card arts from Sinnoh Pokemon are done. Now next time we are covering my least favourite generation, and that's Gen 5 and Unova. But for now, what do you think of my choices? Are there any that you disagree with? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more Pokemon content. I've been Pigeon, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.